Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Broken Neck Piledriver Podcast. I'm Little Bones, and this is Stonewall.
What's up, guys? How are we doing?
And for 4 years, we've been very close friends who have bonded over professional wrestling. And today we're going to be talking about this past week in professional wrestling, as well as reviewing tonight's AEW Revolution pay-per-view. If you enjoy what you hear, please share with your friends, subscribe, leave a like, give us a 5-star rating on your favorite podcast app, all that stuff, so that we can keep making this wicked podcast for wrestling fans by wrestling fans. But enough of that. Let's get started with our first weekly segment. Stone, would you like to introduce this one?
Yes, our first weekly segment is Theme Song of the Week.
Yeah.
My theme song of the week happens to go to the charismatic enigma named Jeff Hardy. A theme song that we are hopefully going to hear sometime within the next coming months. Hopefully at WrestleMania, possibly.
Because there will be a crowd.
Because there will be fans.
Jeff said that we will be hearing it once the fans are back. So hopefully Jeff keeps his promise.
Hopefully Jeff keeps his promise. You better keep your promise, Jeff.
Love to see that.
Or else we might have to have a tables, ladders, chairs match or something. I don't know. No, he would wreck me in that.
He would fuck you up.
But yeah, so No More Words is my theme song of the week. What about you,
It's
Little Bones?
a really good song. I like it a lot. I'm going a little more current. Well, I guess not current, actually. Not anymore. I'm going with The Rising. Seth Rollins' Monday Night Messiah / Savior of SmackDown theme that he just recently scrapped. And I'm a little sad about it.
Okay.
But, you know what? It all good things come to an end. And Burn It Down is a great theme as well.
Yeah, true.
The Rising was just really good. I thought it fit the Messiah so well. I just really wish that we could have gotten more of that.
Yeah. I wish.
I do wish. I kind of hope that they do a remix of both together.
Yeah, because there's that one that you sent me a link of on YouTube.
I sent you a link last week of something similar to that I would love to see a mix of the Rising with the Burn It Down theme, because that would be awesome.
It would be.
That'd be really cool. Really cool.
Indeed.
So, on to the hot topics of the week.
Yes. Got a lot of hot topics
we got a lot
for
of
this
stuff
week.
to talk about. We're going to just go in order here.
Chronological order.
So Monday, we had some fun stuff. We had Drew McIntyre and Sheamus putting on a crazy match. Just making me think that Raw was actually going to be good this week. Making me tune in because that match was crazy. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. The Claymore through the Brogue kick was pretty awesome. It got me to jump, honestly. Yeah. And you know how rare that is. I don't jump a lot when watching wrestling.
No, not at all. That match was just physical.
Yeah, they really proved that big men can still be just as entertaining as little dudes. Yeah. And I'm a big little guy fan, so it's good to see big men doing big men things well.
Oh yeah. Because I feel like it's kind of a lost art form nowadays.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's underappreciated.
And I just love
guys like
slug 'em out matches, dude.
Sheamus and Drew McIntyre are really
carrying that on.
Really carrying that on. But other than that,
another guy who's carrying that on.
What?
Is the guy who's next on our list that we got to talk about? Bobby Lashley winning the WWE Championship.
Yeah. It's a long time coming, and I'm real proud of him. But good Lord, did they drag that out and make it just painful. It was a painful experience.
When we were talking about this, I think it was yesterday, and I just don't understand why they didn't just have a countdown till the main event of Raw. They could have still done like mini segments with The Miz where they were like, hey, let's check in on The Miz. But like instead they chose to just give us this chaotic, like predictable Miz segment where he kept getting out of it until we knew eventually Lashley would just,
tap him out in seconds, which he did.
Yeah.
My problem with it was, I tuned in and I saw that it was going to be within the hour, and I kind of knew it was BS. Yeah. But I gave myself that false sense of hope. I got excited that I was not going to have to tune in for more than an hour of Raw. And then I was just exhausted by the time that rolled around, and I didn't finish it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Raw is unbearable these days.
It is.
It breaks my heart. The women's division is lackluster is an understatement. It's garbage.
It's atrocious.
It's garbage. I love all the women on the Raw roster. Genuinely, I do.
Yeah.
I wish them all the best. I wish that they weren't stuck in a crappy situation. I hope that they're happy.
Yeah.
I really do.
You can't say enough about just how underwhelming Asuka's title run has been.
It's so disappointing because we all know what level Asuka can compete at.
Oh, yeah.
And she's not competing at right now.
Not at all.
Not even a little bit.
How long did she go without having a women's title match?
She still hasn't had one.
Yeah.
I think she had one in January against Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, that was last time.
And before that, it was October, I believe. That's fucked up. That is disrespectful to Asuka.
It is very disrespectful to Asuka.
So I wanted to ask you a question before we continue on to our next segment.
Yes.
Our next discussion of the week. So, in your eyes, right now, looking at the world champions, which is the AEW champion Kenny Omega, Universal champion Roman Reigns, new WWE champion Bobby Lashley, Finn Balor, NXT champion.
Mm-hmm.
Who is currently sitting on top of the mountain for you?
Out of those to choose from,
Just based off of their championship reign. So Bobby Lashley's probably counted out of this just because he won last week.
You know what? I gotta go Roman.
Yeah.
I just feel like Roman's been tearing it up. You know what I mean? Like even if we know that Roman is gonna win the match, he always puts on a show, and you love to watch him work as a heel. He works so naturally as a heel, and I'm honestly like, I sit back and I watch him and I'm threatened by him, and he makes me feel, and that's what I want to get out of wrestling. So he's one of the few who's like really checking that box for me currently, because honestly it's been a little bit just up and down lately.
Yeah. Well, what's not been up and down? Kota Ibushi's title reign. That's why he's the best world champion right now.
I was about to ask if you were gonna say Kota Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi's title reign has been unbelievable thus far. Defeating Naito to retain the Intercontinental Championship, which broke my heart a little bit. Messing up Jay White at Wrestle Kingdom to retain, and what a lot of people are saying is a perfect match, which I don't know how many matches have you heard called a perfect match before.
Yeah, not many.
Yeah, it's a rare accomplishment. And then just recently defended against El Desperado in a really, really, really good match that I recommend. It's not long either.
Yeah.
Relatively short, 20 minutes-ish.
That's not bad.
Yeah, very nice. Just two littler dudes tearing it down.
You love to see it, man.
El Desperado's got a real bright future. Almost became Despy 4 belts, I believe.
Despy 4
I think
belts.
he might actually have 5 because it was 2 belts at the time. So
how many belts did Lashley have when he was in TNA last?
All of their belts. I believe.
How many belts was that total? It's like
4 or 5, probably.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Yeah, dude.
So the New Japan Cup started this week.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You didn't see all of the matches, but you saw some of them?
Yes, saw some of them. Saw the ones you showed me for sure. And
yeah, so the ones you missed were Taichi versus Hiroki Goto.
Okay.
That was really good, honestly. Really kind of proved that those two can go hard as well. Goto won that to advance, and I believe he'll be facing Bad Luck Fail. No, I'm sorry, I misspoke. Toriano, who beat Bad Luck Fail. In very Toriano fashion by handcuffing himself to the ring and then getting back in, getting counted out. Interesting stuff. But the real highlight of the New Japan Cup starting was definitely Shingo Takagi versus Kazuchika Okada.
Yes.
That match was crazy.
Insane.
You said it best. I kept forgetting it was a professional wrestling match and it was scripted.
Yeah, I was like on the edge of my seat and I was like, dude, come on. What? Like that had to have knocked him out. I was like, oh.
Okada's ability to lift a shoulder up so nonchalantly at a kick out.
Yeah, just on command at like just a split second's notice.
It's absolutely bananas. Kazuchika Okada seriously vied for one of the best in the world today.
Yeah.
Really, really glad that Shingo Takagi won that.
Yeah,
I
very,
kind of
very
hope.
much so.
I honestly hope that it comes down to him and Ospreay in the finals.
That would be pretty sick.
Maybe Jay White.
I'd definitely be down to see that.
If I had to guess, it's probably going to come down to Takagi and Ospreay. Have a rematch from their G1 Classic.
That would make sense. So.
Because their match in the G1 was the best match in the G1.
Yeah, dude, it was a banger.
So next is AEW, which is it's really fun. We got the fun edition of Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh yeah.
Which is the
Shaq
highlight.
Diesel.
The highlight of AEW this
Gotta
week
love
was
Shaq
definitely Shaquille O'Neal taking
yeah.
a table bump.
And, dude, that table bump was insane too.
It was awesome. It really was
went through
awesome.
2 tables. Cody
jumped the top rope.
Scaled that top rope perfectly for that.
He didn't even scale
spot.
it, dude. That would entail him climbing.
That's true.
He hurdled it.
Yeah, he hurdled that.
It was beautiful. It was a thing of art. And Jade Cargill looked fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Shaq's tag team partner.
She looked amazing.
Has a huge, ginormous, bright future. Very excited to see her.
She's got like just instantaneous charisma.
Lots of muscle.
And,
she's
lots
beautiful.
of muscle. Built beautiful. Like just has the total package.
Yeah, total package. Super strong. Super
yeah.
great in-ring work. She was awesome.
Insane.
Really
athlete.
excited to see more of her.
Yeah.
The women's division really kind of has been starting to pick up.
Oh yeah.
With additions like Jade Cargill and Red Velvet and Ryo Mizunami and hopefully Maki Udo.
Yeah.
Ito. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know. I'm kind of new to some of these wrestlers, and I like a lot of them.
I am too, man.
But the women's division in AEW is finally starting to pick up.
Yeah.
And I think Rio, if she decides to stay, is going to be a really big star. I think she's super charismatic.
Oh, dude.
Her match tonight against Shida was
Great match.
fantastic. It was really good.
Yeah.
And then Paul White came out, and he was being a goofball.
Paul White
Talking about scoops with Tony Schiavone.
Yeah, dude. That's all he talks about
said,
now.
I got the biggest scoop. At Evolution.
I got at Evolution.
With his No More BS shirt.
Yeah,
but you know what? I loved it. I can't even lie.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love... You gotta love him, dude. I mean, he's just a legend.
Yeah, Paul White, man. Real glad to see him doing something.
Oh, yeah. And I think it's cool that he's going to be doing, like, commentary, too.
So, do you know, is he returning to the ring?
That's what they said. It's like a contract where he's, like, I believe, like, part-time in-ring and also...
Doing commentary on Elevation.
Yeah, commentary on Elevation. So that's about all I know about it. I mean... Who knows, man? It might only just be to have, like, a match with Mark Henry.
Yeah, what if he's still just, like, an absolute beast? Like, I mean, he is an absolute beast. He's a fucking 7-foot giant. But
yeah, dude.
What he's like, he just wrestles like Rey Mysterio or some shit, doing Hurricane Ranas and stuff. He's been honing his craft with Ray Fenix and fucking Pac.
You're going to see him do a standing moonsault pretty soon.
Doing the crazy stuff.
You know?
So Tully Blanchard wrestled a match this week.
He did.
Speaking of Hall of Famers.
He wrestled and won the match.
Yeah, he got the pinfall for his team.
Yeah.
He was fun. It
was fun. He contributed.
He did. He definitely wasn't slacking letting FTR do it all.
Yeah.
Now, he did kind of, but what you going to do? Dude is old as dirt.
Dude, so, like, he did more than I expected him to do.
I do hope that Cody Rhodes joins the...
Yes.
The Four Horsemen.
Yeah. It would be...
That'd be a lot better than him sitting around fighting Darby Allin every week.
It's so boring. I don't want to see you, Cody. I don't care. Like,
my eternal
I know
feud with Cody Rhodes will live on forever. But if he joins the Four Horsemen, I might be able to be negotiated into signing a contract, letting it go or something.
Yeah, dude, because like that just makes sense.
But until then, Cody, you and I are enemies. You've known it your whole life.
You might have not explicitly been able to put it into words, but felt
you
it.
and I have been destined for enemyship.
Yeah, that's a word.
Yep, pretty sure it is.
Merriam-Webster's dictionary or something like that. I don't know.
You know, FTR wasn't in the Battle Royal tonight.
They were not.
Pissed me off. Which is just further proofs that the tag team scene is not main event worthy.
Yeah.
Especially without FTR.
Without FTR, yeah. It's just... What are you
Young Bucks.
Yeah, it's just Young Bucks.
Inner Circle.
Just super kicking people.
It is Death Triangle.
Death Triangle. Death Triangle's on the come up, dude.
Death Triangle's fucking wicked.
They are. They are dope. I'm very much looking forward to
I really
their
liked
match.
Adrian Neville in
Yeah.
in NXT.
Yeah, and then he got to the main roster.
And he turned into Mighty Mouse.
Sucked.
He turned into Mighty Mouse.
It was the worst.
Yeah. Now he's the bastard pack and he's fucking killer.
Oh yeah.
He's with Ray Fenix. They're the number 1 contenders.
And they work so well together.
They do. They have unbelievable chemistry for being a team for a few months.
Yeah,
that's kind of unbelievable.
That 2-minute squash match
had more character than
most other tag team matches
most
I've seen in the
most
past
of the other tag teams on the fucking roster.
Yeah, dude.
Their 10-minute squash match, including the entrances. So NXT, we watched NXT next. Which opened with Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa versus Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, which was a really good match.
Yeah, very good match. Good pacing.
The pacing was kind of unreal, kind of unbelievable.
Yeah.
And in the end, the tag champs won. Lorcan and Burch did win, and Thatcher teased with Imperium.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Because he used to be a member of Ring Comp, for those that don't know, with Marcel Bartel and Walter.
Walter, baby.
One of the best wrestlers on the planet.
Oh, yeah. Very, very imposing. And that's an understatement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just leave it there. I don't want to get chopped by that, man.
Would you have Timothy Thatcher join Imperium, or would you have Timothy Thatcher stay with Tommaso?
That's a tough one, man. I like his chemistry with Tommaso, but I don't feel like it's meant to last very long.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like he could do some cool stuff with Imperium. I don't feel like... I feel like he brings a very unique flavor to Imperium that they haven't had, you know?
I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know what they do
I kind of hope he stays with Ciampa.
But
just because it's fresh. It's something we haven't seen before.
it is very fresh. So
we have seen Thatcher with Imperium before.
That's very true.
Some of Imperium.
Yes.
Not all of Imperium.
Not in its, like...
Not in
state
its entirety
as it,
that it is now, yeah.
Exactly, which is why I think it would be cool to see him in there now, because I think it would just...
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I
But I'm cool with either.
I think
either
Timothy
or.
Thatcher is gonna be a superstar.
Oh yeah,
Dude has some natural wrestling ability, and he hasn't been in the game for very long, I think.
and he just feels legit.
I wish that his tag team with Matt Riddle had lasted, but I think everything with Matt Riddle should last longer.
Yeah.
Because he's, except for his matches with Lucha House Party, I think those should probably end.
Why? Why? Can WWE explain why they must have a Matt Riddle Lucha House Party 3-man tag match every week? Why?
Every single week.
It's so boring. It's like monotonous. It's like eating like what's the worst flavor of Jell-O?
I don't eat Jell-O. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I feel like watching that match. I just feel like I'm eating like this just like bland tasting gelatin.
That's an interesting
Yeah.
like water gelatin.
Yeah, dude. It's just fucking I'm just like, "Oh, this is yeah. Okay, it's a match, whatever. Cool."
So there were some rumors that I heard floating around the internet,
What were the rumors?
around the media, that the NXT TakeOver is going to be 2 nights.
That would be very tight.
I would like to disagree, or I like to agree, but would probably have to disagree. Because as stacked as the NXT roster is,
Yes.
could they carry 2 nights of a show?
I think so. But I don't think it would like be.
It would
As-
have to be like Wrestle Kingdom. It wouldn't have to be like WrestleMania, where Finn would have to fight both nights, probably.
Yeah, it would have to be something like that. But I think they could
You know,
it.
they could do a Undisputed Era Gauntlet. Have Finn fight Roddy and then Adam the next night, or Kyle and then Roddy the next night,
I could
or something.
see that.
Or like because that raises the stakes. Because then if Kyle wins the first night, then he's got to face Roddy the second night.
The way it's been going recently, that would make sense
That'd be cool.
storyline-wise, you know?
That'd be cool. But Finn's been the best champion. He called out Adam this week.
Yeah.
Called out Adam in the best segment on NXT.
It was great.
He literally just came to the ring and said, Adam Cole, Finn Balor, next week, NXT Championship. Boom. Happened. There it is.
Boom.
Do you think Adam's going to win?
I really like Adam Cole, so I'd like to say yes, but I don't think so. I think
Finn Balor's been on a tear.
I just feel like Finn definitely holds it until Mania.
I definitely feel like it's kind of obvious that Kyle O'Reilly's going to cost Adam the title this weekend.
Yeah. Kyle hasn't gotten himself involved in a couple.
Well, he's been injured.
Yeah.
He's been hurt. So
Yeah. So like
he's probably going to be costing him the title.
It's just like clear as day. When a guy gets injured and he's not involved in the shows, like for a few weeks, he comes back.
Yeah.
For the big match to fuck it up.
Yeah.
You know?
And Kyle versus Adam is going to be a banger.
Oh yeah.
Whenever it happens, I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to be a banger.
Oh,
and hopefully
wow.
Roderick Strong gets an NXT Championship match because
I hope so.
his match the other night was really good.
It was great.
Really good.
It was great.
So also next week is Io Shirai versus Toni Storm
yes.
for the NXT Women's Championship.
And that will.
Hopefully Toni Storm takes the belt home, but I would be pretty surprised.
Yeah, I would not mind seeing that.
I love Io Shirai, and I don't want to take anything away from her, but
Yeah.
it's Toni time, baby.
It is Toni time. She's a superstar.
All kinds of superstar.
She walks the walk, talks the talk, dude.
She's really good. She's got some really interesting suplexes.
Yeah,
She's got fun suplexes.
she does.
She's got that good British strong style of wrestling.
Yeah, man.
But she's not even British. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. What
She's,
else can you say? You know,
she's from New Zealand or Australia. Australia.
Yeah,
She's from down there.
she's from around that region.
Yeah. She's from down there.
Somewhere down there, you know. But yeah, no, she's great. That
triple
haven't
threat
seen- I
they
haven't
had
seen-
at Vengeance Day
yeah.
could have been a lot better.
It could have been a lot better. It was. There were areas though that were really nice.
Io doing the moonsault off the scalping was cool.
Yeah, but it could have been a lot better. I'm looking forward to the one-on-one match because I think that will be killer.
It is important to mention that Io Shirai has never beat Toni Storm one-on-one.
Yeah, it is. So will we see that?
I feel like if
streak
Toni wins, it's an
continue?
upset.
Yeah, if Toni wins, it is an upset just because of the tear Io's been on.
Yeah.
So I don't expect it to happen. I definitely expect Io to retain, but it would be pretty cool.
It would be really cool
if Toni did end up pulling it off.
So, we had Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defend the NXT Women's Championship against Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez.
A travesty of a booking decision.
Match was good. I don't know. Did you watch it?
I saw like clips.
I watched it live.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. The ending was garbage.
Yeah.
Because Adam Pearce got involved. Scrap Daddy Pearce, dude.
Damn it, dude. I wish they like. Oh, man, I think they could use Adam Pearce like in a cool way, but they just overuse him.
I'm sorry, Adam Pearce. I only know Scrap Daddy Pearce.
Scrap Daddy Pierce. My bad. I meant to say Scrap Daddy Pierce. I thought they could use Scrap Daddy Pierce in a cool way. But now they're just using him like John Laurinaitis.
People power.
And it's the worst.
Dude,
man.
if he comes out on a moped. Not a moped. A moped would be cool.
A moped would be cool.
But like a shopping cart.
Oh, dude, yeah.
From like Schnucks or something.
Scrap Daddy Pierce in the shopping cart.
Yeah. With the scrapping cart.
We gotta put that on a t-shirt, dude.
Yep.
Scrap Daddy Pierce in the cart. Let's get
With
it.
his very bald head.
With his very bald head. And Braun Strowman's pushing the cart.
Yeah. Where's that going? Braun Strowman. Is that supposed to lead to Shane versus Braun?
I hope not. I don't want to. I'm sorry, Shane O'Mac. I don't want to see another Shane O'Mac match right now.
They love to just bring Shane McMahon back for bad ideas.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, y'all are liking the content?
Yeah. Oh, you guys are enjoying where this is going? well, let's just take this big old portion of time every week that we would dedicate to pushing this cool talent, and we're just gonna bring Shane O'Mac in and have him, like, I don't know, go through a table or something.
He doesn't even do
And
that.
he doesn't
shit,
even
dude.
do that anymore. He just sits by the fucking ringside.
Here comes the money, baby.
Here comes the money to sit by the ringside
Yeah.
and not even talk.
Not even say a word.
He just, like, watches matches.
He does.
And then the only words he does say is he'll be like, all right, you said you wanted a match? Fine. Okay, you'll get that match. And you said you want it with this person? Okay, then. We'll get it with that person. And I'm like...
Have you always, do you like Shane McMahon? Like, have you always been a fan?
I was a pretty decent Shane McMahon fan. I wouldn't say I was a... You know, like, I wasn't a big Shane McMahon
I mean, he's
fan.
not a loser because he
No.
wins at life. He's rich as hell.
Yeah, no, I mean...
He's got a hot wife, I think.
Yeah, I
I probably shouldn't have said that.
I mean, hey, you know...
Now I got beef with Shane McMahon, too.
No.
Cody Rhodes and Shane McMahon.
You have beef with both Cody and Shane.
I hope Cody doesn't whoop my ass for saying that, though.
It's
Because he could.
Yeah.
He definitely could.
He definitely could.
Dude, he's jacked.
He is pretty
He's
jacked.
in great shape.
Yeah, man.
He's got a broken arm, I think, after tonight.
Yeah, dude.
Something wrong with his arm.
That did not look great. But
So,
hey,
on Thursday,
yes.
Kaylee Ray defended the NXT UK Women's Championship against Miko Satomura. Satomura. In a really good match. That had one of the coolest reversals I think I've ever seen. From a kick to a gory bomb into a sunset bomb, power bomb,
Okay.
right into a gory bomb. It was beautiful. I don't even know how to express. I was seated and then I wasn't.
That's about all you need to say on the
Mouth
matter.
was agape.
Yeah.
I grabbed Joey, who is my younger brother, and I said, Joey, did you see that shit? That was crazy. And he said, no, I wasn't watching it. I was kind of mad.
Yeah, dude. I would be too.
But definitely a good match, worth a watch. I would go check it out.
Yeah, most definitely.
If you haven't, because she's Kaylee Ray has been champion for 500 something days now.
Really?
Yeah. And
I wish it was easier to hear about NXT UK. I feel like I never hear about NXT UK.
you just have to watch it,
You
man.
know? Yeah.
It's good shit. It's really good shit. The rest of it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Noah M. Dar's got a talk show called Supernova Sessions. It's really good, really fun.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler Bate owned him on it. Hopefully they fight soon.
Oh yeah.
So SmackDown was kind of shitty this week.
Yeah, it was bland. It was just bland. It was boring. It didn't really have much substance whatsoever.
You know what it did have?
What did it have?
Seth Rollins in a pink suit
That's true.
without the shirt on under it.
Without, yeah, dude. Seth Rollins was out there styling and profiling, dude.
I just want to give him a hug.
Yeah, dude.
It was awesome. It truly was.
It was, man.
I'm gung ho about Rollins and Cesaro maybe one day being a team.
They need to.
It'd be awesome.
It would just work so well. I can just tell they just
Murphy, Rollins, and
Yeah.
Cesaro. That'd be a good stable.
That would
It'd
be.
be kind of like a wild stable.
They'd
Wild.
have to figure out a way to naturally have Murphy like come back to be in good standings with Rollins, though. You know what I mean?
I definitely feel like the angle they're going for right now is Cesaro versus Rollins at Fastlane,
Yeah, that definitely
and
seems
Murphy
like it.
versus Rollins at Mania,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
which I can get behind.
I get behind that. Yeah. Rollins seems to always like do well in those like mid-card matches, like making them feel
Unless
like
it's with the
they're bigger than they
Mysterios,
are.
because then they just make it go on for too long.
Yeah, speaking of that, Dominic beat Chad Gable.
That's match of the week. That's honestly match of the week for both of us.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
So anyway, because that's,
yeah, terrible.
yeah. Murphy returned, which was cool.
Yeah, it was
but
cool,
it
but-
felt really out of place.
Yeah, it didn't really make sense.
He just
much.
showed up and was like, "Hey Seth, we're buddies, right?"
He was like, "We're cool, right?" After
And Seth was like, "No."
turning on you, and Seth was like, "Get out of my face."
Yeah, he pretty much did say that.
Yeah.
And then Murphy lost. He didn't even win in his return.
Yep. So none of it
Bullshit,
really.
dude. Yeah, didn't serve any purpose.
Yeah, it's great.
And then Apollo Crews came out
Yeah, Apollo Crews came out.
with an army.
Yeah, and
How do you feel about that?
New look. I've always liked Apollo Crews as a talent. I've always felt like his in-ring
It's
work
kind of
was
hard not to.
really great. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's got that going for him. But his character has always been the thing that's never really
Super bland.
Yeah. Like I'm like I can't get behind you because I just don't believe you because I don't believe that you're presenting me like with a real human being.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't relate to you when all I see is, yeah, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna win the match. And I'm
With
like,
a smile on my face.
and I'm like, what? But what's your motivation, dude? Like, what's your purpose? Like, what's your goal? What?
Now he's got the motivation of he was bullied as a kid.
Yeah, and he's using what is it? He's like
Nigerian.
yeah, trying to embrace his Nigerian culture.
Yeah.
Which I think is a cool road to travel down because I'm sure he could find something down that road to use for like his character.
Yeah. No, I like it. I'm a fan. I'm interested to see where it's going to go. I don't want to see Big E versus Apollo Crews for the 100th time.
Yeah, no.
Which we will be
Please.
seeing soon. Let me guarantee you. Probably Fastlane.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's a new Apollo Crews. So
It
maybe
is a new Apollo Crews. So
maybe it'll be a different match.
maybe it will be.
But I don't have very high.
I wouldn't have faith in that. But
I don't.
you can only hope.
To close the night, the only other interesting segment on SmackDown was Daniel Bryan defeating Jey Uso in a steel cage match
Yes.
so that he can face Roman Reigns at Fastlane and probably lose.
Oh yeah. Paul Heyman was selling it like it was the worst thing in the world. Good on you, Paul, for being one of the only really entertaining things that night because everything else was not really. So yeah. That match was, I mean, it was a good match, and as all Daniel Bryan matches are, basically.
Yeah, I don't think...
Yeah.
he's got a few bad ones.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, for sure.
he's the only person to kick out of the Cobra from Santino. So really, he's the most overpowered wrestler, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The only person in the world to kick out of that move.
Yeah, dude.
I just want to make sure that you heard me correctly. Daniel Bryan is the only person in the world ever
kick out of Santino
to ever
Morales.
kick out of Santino's Cobra. Ever.
That's pretty impressive.
That's crazy. That honestly makes Daniel Bryan the strongest professional wrestler on the planet.
I agree.
Keep your Undertakers, keep your Brock Lesnars.
Yeah, dude. Keep them.
Keep your Roman Reigns.
Who needs them?
Daniel Bryan kicked out of the Cobra.
Yeah.
The only person to do it.
Only person. Drew McIntyre kicked out of the jackhammer. That's easy. That's easy. Anybody can do that.
The Cobra?
Cobra?
The Fiend couldn't kick out of the jackhammer. It's the only thing that could keep him down, actually.
Yeah, dude.
Just a month after
a botched jackhammer.
They bashed his head in with a hammer. Next month.
Yeah.
He's getting a jackhammer. Bullshit.
Getting a bad-looking jackhammer.
You know what wasn't bullshit, Stonewall?
What?
Our match of the week.
Our match of the week.
Because for once we agree
We agree on the match
on
of
the
the
match
week.
of the week.
Oh, yeah.
You want to go ahead?
The match of the week. I'm not going to...
Oh, you can't say... You don't know how to speak.
I don't know how
You
to
don't know
say
how to
his
talk.
first name.
Kazuchika.
Yeah, Kazuchika. Yeah, Kazuchika Okada versus Shingo Takagi.
This match was unbelievable. We already talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
It was insane.
Yeah, just a brutal match.
Two of the hardest hitting dudes
Oh
in,
my
in
Yeah,
New Japan.
that would be it's like understatement to even call it brutal. I for real didn't know how they were like conscious. Like I feel like
If
they definitely
you don't want to watch the
weren't.
whole tournament, which you should because you're
Yeah.
wrong for that. Go do yourself a service and watch this match. It was
Yeah,
really good, really good.
fantastic.
I was solidly entertained. I didn't take my eyes off the screen. The whole time.
Yeah. I'm 100% in agreement there.
So
All right.
AEW recently had a pay-per-view.
They had a pay-per-view. A matter of hours ago, it ended.
It ended very strangely, but we'll get to
ended
that.
very strangely. We'll get to that. There was
We'll get to
events that occurred after the pay-per-view that were interesting as well. So, not in like a really intriguing way, just kind of interesting. But yeah. So, do you want to start off?
Yeah,
with the
so
first
to
match?
open the night, we had the Young Bucks retained over the Inner Circles, Chris Jericho and Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Oh yeah.
This was kind of a fucking hard match.
Oh yeah, it was my third favorite match of the night, honestly.
Yeah, well, I can't blame you there.
Yeah, it was a great match in my opinion. Had really nice pacing, good back and forth, some good false finishes in there. Some
Had a super kick
nice.
party.
Oh yeah, had super kick party. I mean, you got to. It's the Young Bucks. I mean, that's what they do. You know, they throw a bunch of super kicks.
I like that MJF was still standing after 6.
Oh yeah, dude, MJF just
That was such a good sell, just completely limp.
He was wobbling, just like
Yeah, it was beautiful.
from kick to kick, impact to impact.
It was really sick.
Yeah.
And their tag team division is stacked.
Their
but
tag team division
so
is stacked.
chaotic.
Yeah. They just don't know what
So
to do with
chaotic. They have so many teams, which I guess is why they can afford to have casino battle royals
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Because they just have
They have
an
so many
excess of talent.
But the next match, Death Triangle won the casino battle royal,
Yeah.
and Jungle Boy Jack Perry
Was the runner-up.
was the runner-up. Fantastic,
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
Thought Jungle Boy Jack Perry was gonna win.
Yeah, Stonewall had Jack Perry winning. Little Bones. I was gunning for the Death Triangle the
Yeah.
whole time.
So
Big Death Triangle fan.
yeah, and I mean it was a great finish.
Hopefully they beat the Young Bucks for the title.
Hopefully they do. I actually thought that the Inner Circle was gonna win tonight against them, but that was just kind of like I don't know, kind of a stretch.
Yeah.
I was just kind of stretching, thinking, maybe.
You know, it didn't feel as impactful as I thought it would
Yeah.
when the Young Bucks beat them. It just kind of felt like, all right, cool. Well,
Yeah.
next match.
Yeah,
I do
agree.
hope that rivalry is over.
Yeah, that feels like that.
It definitely
should conclude it.
seemed like they're moving on to MJF versus Jericho too.
That's what they should do.
Definitely seems like that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
So Hikaru Shida and Ryo Mizunami fought next,
Yep.
and this was my match of the night.
Oh yeah.
This match was awesome.
It was a great match.
I already said it. Mizunami is going to be a huge star if she decides to
She has so much
sign
charisma,
with
dude.
AEW.
The rope, the rope
The
miming
rope gimmick is so
oh
good.
man, it's so funny. It gets
So
me
good.
every time. It gets me every time. Oh.
It's really funny, and she's really entertaining.
Oh yeah.
You know, if there was a packed crowd, they'd
Oh,
all
yeah.
be behind her. I'm behind her.
Oh yeah, dude.
I haven't seen her very much of her. Only
Like-
this tournament.
Like you can't deny that electric charisma that she just has. You know.
And then Miro and Kip Sabian defeated Orange Cassidy and Chucky T in a really lame match. And then, so after that, Hangman Page won a quarter salary of Big Money Matt's contract in a match that was pretty fun.
Yeah, dude.
Honestly, I didn't expect
Whole quarter salary.
that match to be as fun as it was.
It was very fun. And that buckshot lariat that ended it was a great buckshot lariat.
Every
dude.
buckshot lariat, it's a great buckshot lariat.
Yeah,
It's the one.
you were very correct. on
29 years of age.
29
Adam
years.
Page is a fucking god of wrestling, to be honest.
that. Hitting a hot streak at the right time.
I hope he dethrones Omega.
Yeah, dude, it just feels like that's the right
He's
path
been
to
been
take.
chasing the AEW championship. He was the first contender
Yeah.
before Jericho even.
Yeah, dude.
So he really should be the one.
He should.
So the Face of the Revolution ladder match, I keep forgetting what it's called. Face of the Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
We had Ethan Page debuting from TNA.
Yep.
He was pretty good.
He looked really good in that match.
All ego, Ethan Page.
I dig it.
I haven't seen much of his work, but he
Neither
was
have
pretty
I.
good.
Yeah.
And then Scorpio Sky won, which
the
was
match.
really sick to see.
Yeah, we both wanted Scorpio to win. Both picked him to win.
Really sick to see.
Yeah.
I kind of also wanted Lance Archer to win. I feel like he's kind of been given the shaft
I agree.
since
Lance.
Brian Cage. I kind of feel like he should be Lance Archer should be the monster of AEW, but we got Brian Cage instead.
Yeah, I feel like Lance Archer. No offense to Braun Strowman. I feel like he's just a better Braun Strowman. You know what I mean?
He's a way more down to earth guy.
Yeah.
Maybe
dude.
I don't know. Braun Strowman could be a super down to earth
He
guy.
could be, but it just seems from the outside looking in,
Yeah,
like Lance Archer's like a bit more down to earth. No
he's got
offense,
cool hair.
Braun. Yeah, dude, he's just got it's the hair really more than anything. Like
Scorpio Sky took a pretty brutal bump in this match from Lance Archer, falling backwards headfirst onto a ladder that broke under the pressure of his body.
yeah,
looked pretty nasty coming down.
It did not look good. That's for sure.
It did look good. It was fucking sick.
It did not look good in the way that you want it to not look good, if that makes sense. You know? But
Stonewall.
Yeah.
Who came out next?
We had our guy outwork everyone.
Outwork everyone.
Mr. Instant Classic himself, Christian Cage, came out and signed a multi-year contract with AEW and did not say a word in very stereotypical AEW fashion.
Christian Cage still has it. He's not like signing Sting where you got to do a cinematic match to make him look good.
He's gonna put on matches. Christian's in better shape than I've seen him in a while.
So Wednesday, if I had to guess, they're gonna have a segment called Christian Cage live with Tony Schiavone. I'll bet you.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. So speaking of someone live with Tony Schiavone every week, we had Sting.
Yeah.
And Darby Allin
Sting and Darby
defeated Ricky Starks and Brian Cage in what was your match of the night.
Yes, it was. It was my match of the night.
Man, this match ruled. I was worried. I was really worried Sting would suck, but you know what?
He looked good.
He did look good.
He looked surprisingly good.
You know who looked better? Ricky Starks.
Oh, yeah.
Ricky Starks is really good.
He is really good. He delivered a very underwhelming promo at this previous AEW Dynamite that happened, but we will not discuss that as everybody cuts a bad promo every now and then.
Darby did his usual Darby bumps going through the glass window.
That was so sick.
That was a bump.
Brian Cage looked like a menace.
A Wolverine, if you will.
While we were watching the match, we were talking about how if AEW booked him properly, he could be kind of like a Brock Lesnar over there. But we'll see. Hopefully they can book him well.
Yeah.
And
hopefully this feud is over with Sting.
Yeah. Hopefully it is, because I don't want to see any more of it. I thought this was really cool, but it should be the end of it.
For sure.
And we should definitely get something else with Sting that's not him just coming out and looking around the area and like
Stinger Splash.
Stinger Splash. Oh my god.
Scorpion Death Drop.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about that, huh? Motherfucker.
Yeah. Tony Schiavone interviewing him. You know.
Shaq Holt bending his knees to go in the ambulance.
Shaq Diesel didn't fit in a full-size ambulance.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
In the main event, we had one of the craziest,
very crazy,
once-in-a-lifetime match.
Indeed.
In an exploding barbed wire death match between Kenny Omega, the AEW World Champion, and Jon Moxley, who is one of the craziest wrestlers on the planet. One of the best wrestlers on the planet.
Oh, yeah. But definitely one of the damn craziest.
What did you think of this match?
I liked it a lot. The finish was what ruined the overall taste in my mouth for me. You know what I mean? Like, the taste in my mouth that match had afterwards was ruined because of the finish and how underwhelming that
Thunderdome has better
was.
Pyro than that.
Way better than that, dude. That
was a firework went off. Eddie Kingston sold it like a nuclear bomb got dropped on him. Props to that dude.
Yeah, dude. Eddie Kingston was putting in work on that cell at the end. But
and Eddie Kingston saved Jon Moxley. That's probably something worth mentioning.
Eddie Kingston saved Jon Moxley from imminent death from the Roman candles that were placed in the ring post, dude.
Yeah.
Because that pyro sucked. Tony Khan, what are you doing?
Don't be calling out Tony Khan. He was Booker of the Year.
He was Booker of the Year.
The Booker of the Year really should have been Booker T.
Yeah. Booker T is the Booker of every.
He's the only Booker that matters.
He's a 2-time Hall of Famer.
5-time world champion.
I think 6-time actually.
Maybe.
Because I think it's like 5-time WCW, and then 1-time world champ in WWE. I'm not sure.
You don't sound like an idiot.
It's not really
our first episode.
I'm like pretty sure. I'm gonna search this up right now.
Don't take too long. This better be edited.
Booker T, 6-time world champion. Yes.
Right on.
Having won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship 5 times, and the WWE's World Heavyweight Championship once.
Nice.
As King Booker.
So,
Yes.
that's about all we have to talk about this week.
Oh, yeah.
But before we get out of here, we're going to end with our last weekly segment
Oh, yeah.
of the week. A lot of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Who was your wrestler of the week this week, Stonewall, and why?
My wrestler of the week this week is Bobby Lashley of the Hurt Business, the CEO of the Hurt Business, and the business is booming. Even though Raw was a bit chaotic and kind of sucked.
Understatement.
The match that happened is what needed to happen. Miz losing in a squash match to Lashley, it made Lashley look really dominant.
Made Miz look stupid.
Made Miz look stupid, but that's kind of like Miz's thing. So like, no harm, no foul, really. And we get to see what is long overdue. 17 years in the making. Lashley should have been champ a while ago, but congrats to Bobby Lashley, and he's my wrestler of the week because of the monumental achievement that he just made.
Winning the WWE Championship, that is.
Oh, yes.
Or tapping out the Miz. Which one are you talking about?
Winning the WWE Championship.
Oh, I thought you were talking about tapping out the Miz.
Tapping out the Miz, I mean, it speaks for itself, Yeah. Actions speak louder than words.
Do you know who my wrestler of the week is?
I do. I think.
The IWGP Heavyweight Champion, as well as the IWGP Intercontinental Champion, soon to be the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, yeah.
Kota Ibushi.
Indeed.
Good week. Defeated El Desperado to retain his belts. Last week defeated Naito. Gonna have a challenger in either Takagi or Ospreay coming up with this New Japan Cup.
Oh, yeah.
And he's looking really good going into this next week.
You'd love to see it.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
Share this podcast.
Please tell everybody.
Like it.
Like that.
Comment.
Comment.
Tell
comment
us you
on
hate
that.
us if that's what you feel
dude,
like.
Tell us you loathe us. Tell us your problems. Put all of the blame on us. Dude.
But share your feelings with us.
Put the weight of your life on our ever so strong shoulders.
And we will see you next week on Zoom. On the Broken Neck Piledriver Podcast.
Oh, yeah.